Hello my dear students. So today I will discuss about the chapter 8 of class 8 of mathematics, which is comparing quantity. So before starting this chapter, we should know what is the ratio. What is the ratio? Ratio is the comparison between two quantities. Ratio is the comparison between two quantities. For example, if we write 5:2, that is, if any two person have the pen of as a ratio of 5:2, that is, just we will write it as 5/2. Just add these two, 5 plus 2, this will be 7. That is, if a total number of pen present is 7, then one has 5 pen and other one has 2 pen. If total number of pen present is 14, then one has 10 and other one has 4. So this is the ratio. This is the comparison between two quantities. Ratio is the comparison between two quantities. Now come to the topic. फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक लेते हैं एग्जाम्पल, ठीक। स्पीड ऑफ साइकिल इज 15 किलोमीटर पर आवर एंड स्पीड ऑफ स्कूटर इज 30 किलोमीटर पर आवर. It is given that speed of cycle is 15 km per hour and speed of scooter is 30 km per hour. Now, what is the ratio of speed of cycle and speed of scooter? So ratio will be just divide these two. That is 1/2 equal to 1:2. This is the sign of ratio. So if we ask what is the ratio of speed of scooter to the speed of cycle, then we will write as 30/15 and this will be 2:1. So just concentrate on the statement what is saying. If ratio of cycle to the scooter, this will be 15/30. If ratio of scooter to the cycle, this will be 30/15. Okay, now come to our next topic, and next topic is cost price. This is the CP. What is the cost price? The price at which the seller buy anything is known as the cost price. That is, any shopkeeper which buy any product at price, then the price is known as the cost price. Okay, now come to the sell price. That is SP. What is the sell price? The price at which any seller sell a product is known as selling price. That is, cost price, the price at which seller buy any product is known as cost price, and the price at which the seller sell any product is known as the selling price. Now what is the profit of any product? What will be the profit? That is SP minus CP. If we subtract the SP minus CP, then we will get a profit of that seller. That is, and what is the loss? This will be CP minus SP. That is, if SP is greater than CP, then there will be profit, and if CP is greater than SP, then there will be loss. And we will find the profit or loss as a difference of selling price and cost price. Now, what is the percent profit? What is the percent profit? This will be SP minus CP upon this profit is at cost price. This profit is at cost price. So here will be CP into 100. This is the percent profit. And what is the percent loss? This will be, we denote its profit as P and we denote percent loss as loss. So this will be CP minus SP upon CP into 100. So this is the percent profit and this is the percent loss. Now take an example to define all these. Now take an example. If a seller buy a pen at 10 rupees, if a seller buy a pen 10 rupees, then this will be CP equal to rupees 10 and it sells that pen at 12 rupees. Sells at 12 rupees. So this will be SP 12. So if any seller buy a pen at 10 rupees and sells it at 12 rupees. So here CP is equal to 10 rupees and SP is equal to 12 rupees. CP is equal to 10 rupees, SP is equal to 12 rupees. Now what is the profit? Profit will be SP minus CP, that is 12 minus 10. It will be 2 rupees. Now if a seller buy a pen at 10 rupees and sell it at 9 rupees, yeah, sell at 7 rupees, then here SP is equal to 7. In this case, SP is less than CP, so here will be loss. And what is the loss? Loss is equal to SP minus CP. Sorry, CP minus SP. CP is 10 minus 7, that is 3 rupees loss. So if SP is greater than CP, then there will be profit, and if SP is less than CP, then here will be loss. Now we have to find what is the percent profit in this case. What is the percent profit? Percent profit is equal to profit SP minus CP, that is profit upon CP. CP is 10 into 100. 10, that is 20%. And what is the loss? Loss here, percent loss equal to CP minus SP, that is loss. So 3 upon 10 into 100, that is 30% loss. So here is 20% profit and here is 30% loss. So if CP is greater than SP, then here will be loss, and if CP is less than SP, then here will be profit. Now this is the formula to find the profit, loss and percent profit and loss. So here I am going to write all the formulas. Loss is equal to CP minus SP, that is L is equal to CP minus SP. What is the profit? Profit equal to SP minus CP, that is P equal to SP minus CP. So if SP is greater than CP, and here if SP is less than CP. Now percent profit. Percent profit is equal to profit upon CP into 100, and percent loss, loss upon CP into 100. This is the percent loss. Now what is the discount? What is the discount? Next topic is what is the discount. Discount will be selling price minus mark price. Selling price, mark price minus selling price. That is discount is equal to mark price minus selling price. That is, if any seller sell a product at its lower than marked price, then it will be counted as discount. For example, if a MRP of any pen is 10 rupees and seller sells it 9 rupees, then there will be 1 rupee discount in that pen. So this is the discount. And what is the percent discount? Percent discount is equal to discount upon mark price into 100. This is the percent discount. So any seller give a discount on any product on their basis of MRP. On their basis of MRP. So discount is mark price minus selling price, and percent discount is equal to discount upon NP into 100. Now come to the next topic. And next topic is, what is the compound interest? What is the compound interest? You have already studied the simple interest in your class 7. Now here you have to study what is the compound interest. What is the compound interest? Compound interest is the interest which is interested compoundly. That is, it is interest on interest. If we take some money for some year, then each year the interest combined with the principal money and make the interest compound in your previous year money and make it as principal money, and compound is added on this principal money. That is, it is a compound, it is the interest on interest. This is the compound interest. Now what is the formula to find the money, total money after year? A is equal to P 1 plus R upon 100 to the power n. Here A is total amount after n years. Now what is the P? This is the principal amount. Now R is the rate of interest. Rate of interest. Now N is the years. And now what is the compound interest? Compound interest, that is CI is equal to A minus P. So this is the formula to find the compound interest. And this is the total money after n year, या total amount after n year. After n year, what is the total money he has to return? या anyone have to return. So this is the A equal to P. P is the principal amount which is taken as loan. So A is equal to P 1 plus R upon 100 to the power n. And this is the formula to find the compound interest. Compound interest is equal to A minus P. So total amount minus principal amount. Now take an example of compound interest. Example is, calculate the amount and compound interest on 10,800 rupees for 3 years at 12 whole 1.2% per annum compoundly. Calculate the amount and compound interest on 10,008 rupees rupees for 3 years at 12 volt per upon 2 year. Now amount A equal to P1 plus R upon 100 की power n. A equal to principal is this is the principal 10,800 1 plus that is the rate of interest 12,024 upon 25 upon 2 into 100 की power 3. This is the now after solving this you will get 15,377.38 rupees. So this is the total money you have to return. This is the principal money, and after 3 years, this money will be 15,377. So this is the money taken as loan, and this is the returning money after 3 years. Now what is the compound interest? Compound interest is A minus P. That is 15,377.38 minus 10,800. So this will be 4,577.34 rupees. So this is the compound interest on 10,800 rupees. So this is the formula to find the total amount after an year, and this is the formula to find the compound interest after an year. Now what is the simple interest? What is the simple interest? Simple interest is equal to P into R into T upon 100. Simple interest, principal amount plus rate of interest plus time upon 100. So this is the formula to find the simple interest of any account. So this is all about your chapter 8, that is comparing quantity. Now solve all these questions which is given in your exercise. Thank you.